Lives Other Than My Own, a memoir penned by Emmanuel Carrère in 2009, delves into cultural reflections. Carrère delves into the aftermath of a catastrophic tsunami, exploring how families can navigate the depths of loss and suffering. Critics have lauded the memoir for its unflinching portrayal of tragedy's harsh realities and its examination of human compassion's role in recovering from trauma. Emmanuel Carrère is a multifaceted talent, wearing hats as a director, screenwriter, and author. Born into a family of intellectuals, with his mother being a prominent French historian and a philosopher cousin, Carrère is renowned for his innovative and genre-blending works, many of which have been adapted into films. The memoir commences on a Christmas day in 2004. Carrère and his partner, Hélène, find themselves at the Hotel Eva Lanka in Tangal, Sri Lanka, deciding to part ways after the holiday season due to their waning affection for each other. They anticipate maintaining a friendship while acknowledging the relationship's dissolution. Carrère reflects on Helene's wonderful qualities, yearning for a different outcome, knowing she will eventually find someone new, while he contemplates a solitary aging process. The vacation they're on together serves as a poignant backdrop to their drifting apart, leaving Carrère convinced that it will be their last shared trip. Meanwhile, Hélène bears her own anxieties as her sister, Juliette, battles a pulmonary embolism. Uncertainty looms over Juliette's recovery, and Hélène longs to return home. However, the vacation isn't over, and flights back to France are unattainable. Carrère is eager to offer more support to his partner, but she remains reticent about her emotions. The realization that their relationship has truly come to an end weighs heavily on Carrère's heart. Yet, Carrère's contemplation of his emotions is short-lived, as tragedy soon strikes. On December 26, 2004, a devastating tsunami sweeps through the region, leaving destruction in its wake. Having stayed in a cliffside hotel, Carrère and his family manage to escape the worst of the devastation. However, their friends residing in the nearby village of Tangala are not as fortunate. Carrère embarks on a journey to meet Jérôme and Delphine, a French couple desperately searching for their young daughter, Juliette, who is missing on the beach. Tragically, she has been swept away by the sea, and there is nothing they can do to bring her back. Carrère delves into the profound anguish experienced by the grieving parents and contemplates the profound loss of their daughter. He further explores the aftermath, including the harrowing task of Juliette's father identifying her among a multitude of decomposing bodies recovered from the ocean. Over the course of 5 agonizing days, Carrère encounters numerous families enduring similar heartbreak. Among them is Ruth, a woman who refuses to leave the local hospital until she locates her husband. Carrère grapples with the difficult decision of withholding the grim likelihood that she may never see him again, recognizing that hope is the only lifeline she clings to. Carrère underscores the stark contrast between the gravity of the tragedy and the unaffected status of his own hotel, where tourists continue to use the swimming pool, seemingly detached from the devastation. Eventually, Carrère and Hélène return to their home in France. Their first stop is at the hospital to visit Helene's sister, who, at only 33 years old, is battling terminal cancer. Although she had previously fought the disease, this time it is incurable. Stricken by grief, Hélène leans on Carrère for emotional support. Paradoxically, the Sri Lankan tsunami brings them closer together. Carrère reflects on how Juliette's family will cope following her passing. Her husband, Patrice, is overwhelmed by the loss and struggles to envision a life without her. Carrère is determined to provide unwavering support to Juliette's husband and their young children as they navigate this profound loss. In times of tragedy, families must unite, and now, they need Carrère to be a pillar of strength. The memoir delves into Juliette's final weeks, describing her meticulous planning of her own funeral and the careful delegation of responsibilities to various family members to manage her affairs. She makes a heartfelt request of her friends to capture numerous photographs of her, driven by the knowledge that her youngest daughter, Diane, is too tender in years to otherwise remember her mother's visage. Carrère draws poignant parallels between the harsh finality of death and the promising emergence of new life. Following Juliette's passing, Carrère embarks on an exploration of her life through conversations with her colleagues. Juliette emerges as a highly esteemed local judge known for her unwavering advocacy for the rights of the underprivileged and vulnerable. She garnered a host of allies, including her colleague Étienne, who, having survived cancer at the age of 22, lost a limb in the process, an experience that forged a deep connection between him and Juliette. Juliette's indomitable spirit and unyielding commitment to upholding justice become the subjects of many conversations. Carrère takes a moment to reflect on the profound lessons about life and death that these experiences have imparted. He offers particular contemplation on the nature of terminal illnesses, with a focus on cancer. He ponders whether there might be a connection between lifelong happiness and the onset of terminal illness, a notion that has sparked controversy among critics who perceive it as akin to victim blaming. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.